Hi, it's Sue Ralph here. I'm back again today to show you another little sort of hints and tips using the IndigoBlu. Today I'm going to be using their stamps. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much to everybody who viewed me on the last live. I was really quite blown away by your comments and how many people came to watch us. Again, Martin, my husband, is going to be doing the filming so I can get on and do the demonstrating.
Yeah.
But before we start, what I wanted to do also is just say happy birthday, Lou. I hope you've had a brilliant day, and I'm sure a lot of you know Louise Withers, and I hope she has celebrated her birthday the way she's wanted to. Anyway, so shall we get on with this Facebook Live, and I will just go through and do some stamping with you. So today, what I wanted to show you is this. Now, this is an idea of using a postcard.
Yeah, it's the other way around. It's upside down.
Oh, sorry, Martin's told me I had it upside down, sorry. So what I want to do is, I think, go back to basics. A lot of people don't seem to write letters or well, any letters really. It's all done on the computer or Facebook or private, PMs. So I thought it'd be quite nice to actually do this. And this is a postcard stamp. Now I've got to say, this isn't IndigoBlu. When I used to be Stampin' Up demonstrator, it's one of the stamps that I bought when I was doing that. But the front is IndigoBlu, and that's what I'm going to be showing you today. You can actually buy blank postcards from the post office or even from the supermarket, but this way you can make your own, and also you could do a little bit of recycling by using some of these postcards that you might get when you order sort of crafty stash. All you need to do is cover the front with some card, and then you can just print the name and address on the back. It's really good for children to do this, especially when they're starting to learn how to do sort of some English, and they can write some simple letters to grandparents, and they'd absolutely love that. Okay, so for this one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off. And one little trick I wanted just to sort of point out to everybody, when I did this one, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I managed to get ink on the back. So if you've got some post-it note holders, pop it on there so you don't get any ink on the back. So today I'm going to use the Stampin' Up. This is the sorry, I said Stampin' Up, didn't I? Sorry, IndigoBlu. This is the IndigoBlu Perfect Stamping Card. So I'm going to use a piece of that. I've already put my postcard piece on the back. So let me bring in a piece of paper. Okay, and my post-it note. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop it onto there, and then that will stop it getting any ink on the back, hopefully. So I'm just going to reproduce this one. Okay, so if I leave that just in the front there. So what I've done is, instead of me sort of sitting here cutting out all these little pieces, what I've actually done is I've used the post-it notes, some of these, and I've taken an ink pad and a stamp. Okay, and you just stamp out on the sticky bit as much as you can there. Okay. Now what I like to do is
I just had a question. Sandra Jordan has asked, is the postcard a stamp?
It is a stamp, yes. It's not IndigoBlu. It's one that I purchased a while back from a company called Stampin' Up. But you can get them, Sandra. You can just buy normal postcards ready to write on from the supermarket or from a post office. Okay, so I've stamped my image, and then what I usually do is I cut 3 at a time, because it's a lot easier. And then just get your scissors and you cut around your stamped image, and then because you've got the sticky on the back, you can just reuse them. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first of all, I'm going to get my square. Okay, so I've got my square ready, and I've also got my feathered fandangles. So I'm going to stamp the feathered fandangles across the top. Sorry, this is going to be upside down to you, but this is the only way I'm going to be able to do it. So you judge it sort of in the middle. Okay, so there's one. Oh dear, look what I've done. Managed to get ink on myself. And then stamp another one, and then your third one. Okay, and then what you do, you'll cut post-it notes, you stick over the top like so. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're masking those off so that when you're going to come in with the next stamp to create the pattern, it's not going to cover up the fandangles like that. Okay, so you just pretend that black smudge isn't there. I'm sure everybody knows it happens to them at one stage or another. Okay, so now I'm now going to get the sentiment, and this one reads, "As the sun colours flowers, so does art colour life." And I'm just going to make sure I have that up the right way. I'm going to pop that on there, and then with my square, which I've cut out, I'm going to just pop it over the top, centre as I can. And now I'm going to come in with 3 colours of distress inks. So I've got the Wild Honey, the Tumbled Glass, and the Barn Door. And then I'm going to come in with my big stamp. I don't have a laminate to show you, but this one is called Open Your Heart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go all over, first of all with the Wild Honey, and then I'm using the Tumbled Glass just in, say, 3 areas, and then I've got the Barn Door, and then I'm going to stamp over everything on my postcard, press down like so, and then go back in with the same colours. Okay, this is the Tumbled Glass and the Barn Door. Now you can see with this, Kay has been very clever because she's actually cut it out so that you can actually link it together. So let's get rid of that little bit. So I'm going to move it so that it fits together nicely. Okay, press down. And then go back in with the colours again.
Just while you're doing that, Alice, Joe, Ward, Sandra, Jordan, Hazel, Preston are watching. Maybe a few more, but again, I don't want to scroll up and touch the screen in any way.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, ladies. I'm glad that you've managed to catch me doing a live. It's nice to see that you're here. There we are. And now for the reveal. So what you do is you start taking off your little post-it note pieces. See, you've got now a crisper line around where you've done your stamped images. There we go. And then what you can do is just come in with any of your pens. It doesn't matter, you know, you can use any pens that you like. And then just start colouring in all the little fandangle pieces, you know, the feathers and your hearts. So I'll just do a few. But I'm not going to do all of them because I'm sure you don't need to watch me colour in, but just to give you some idea, if I just do the middle one. Okay, and just check that you've got all your little hearts done in red. And then I'm going to bring in the yellow. Just do some little dots, like so. Now, I don't know if anybody's got any questions that they would like to ask me. Because you know me, I like...
Pat Johnstone has just said, "Hi Sue," so I don't know whether she's going to ask a question. And
Hi.
And Lynn, I can't pronounce her surname, it's G-J-E-R-D-E, is watching.
Oh, hello. It's nice to see you've got a few people watching me. I'm hoping that, you know, some of these ideas actually will help. I've got this really lush pen. This is from Jane Davenport, and I can't remember which, because they all have nice names, but look at this, isn't this gorgeous? and it's the most beautiful gold, and it's so easy to use. So
Lynn has just said hello from Norway.
oh, hi Lynn, you're the Lynn that I chat to, aren't you? So I know a lot about your daughter and her singing, and your grandson in England. I hope I've got the right person there, because if not, I'm going to be a bit daft, aren't I?
Yeah.
But I've got a feeling that that is the right one.
Yvonne Oliver's just said, hi again, Sue, you do beautifully.
Oh, thank you, Yvonne. Oh, it's so nice. I did message you. I don't know if you did see the message that I left for you after my last Facebook Live. And then just fill in as much as you want to, colour in as you like. Right, just do one more feather, and then I think we'll leave this one.
Can you guys all see it from here? I don't know whether I need to go in closer, but can you all see it okay? Lynn has just said, yes, that's right.
Oh, right. I'm glad about that.
That's good.
Right, so I'm just going to put a box around the sentiment, and what I did, I tried to just sort of copy what Kay had put up on the top of the fandangle here, just to have a bit of I don't know, tie it in a little bit. So let's see if I can remember how I did this. So I think it was a little circle, a line, and a triangle.
I'll just try and go in a bit closer if I
Circle,
can.
line, whoops, it's not a very good triangle, is it? And then down. Sorry guys, it's not not the easiest when you know people are watching you. I don't think anything is very easy when you've got people watching, actually. I hate it when I go to sort of workshops and things, thinking that people are watching you. So I suppose that makes me a little bit unsociable, but there we go. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate here, so I'm not talking. Right. And then just one more here. Circle, dash, triangle, and a line. There we are. And then, obviously you can finish off your postcard, but there we go. So that's finished off, and hopefully on the reverse, yes, no ink. So that's pretty good. So that's just one idea, and then I've got a very quick one just to show you. Okay, so I'm going to put my postcard back down, and this time I'm going to use, whoops, this is the Fleurs one, and I've absolutely fallen in love with this stamp set. It's beautiful. I love these flowers down here. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I think might have been Hayley that said on her Chanda with Kay the other day that these are actually like lightning bolts coming through. But you know, it's a brilliant stamp set. So again, I've stamped them onto my post-it notes. So I'm going to do some stamping, and then I'm going to put a cover over them. So let's just bring that in. I think when you're sending postcards, oops, nearly the wrong one then. When you're sending postcards, what you need to remember is that you keep things flat, because you can't afford to have any embellishments or anything, because, you know, with the letters, they do go through different machines and that, so you want to be very careful that you're not going to have anything that's going to catch in the machine and then obviously cause a problem. Okay, so I've stamped one on there, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mask it off. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with a different stamp and go in fairly close to it and get another mask like so. And then go back in with my big one again. One more here. Right, just pop the masks on. Like so. Now, just whilst I'm doing this, I'll try and talk at the same time. But don't forget, you can actually go over to the IndigoBlu website, which is indigoblu.com, and they have a shop on there, so you can order most of these things on the shop. If, however, there is something that you're looking for which you can't find on the shop, then please get in touch with them. Either ring them, or actually there's a contact button on the shop site. You can ask a question. Now, if there's a stamp set which hasn't been around for a while, I know Alfie can still actually press the stamps for you, so it's well worth getting in touch. And I think I had one lady ask about the art stones from my last Facebook Live, and I had a chat with Alfie, and he said, oh yes, we have got some. It's just that we've got so many different colours now that I haven't had a chance to put them on the website, but he was going to load them on Monday, so it's worth asking the question. You know, just get in touch with them, and they're usually so helpful. They will try and sort things out for you.
There's a couple of questions here which I've got to ask. Firstly, Jenna, our niece.
Oh, hi Jenna.
Watching. Hi to you. Marcia Moore has asked, where do you get the blank postcards from, please? I think that was asked before, wasn't it, by a lady?
Yeah, you can get the, if you go into WH Smith's or even sometimes Sainsbury's or Tesco's, you can get the blank postcards. You should be able to do that, no problem at all. Other than that, as I said, you can maybe buy yourself a stamp, but I'm not sure if Stampin' Up do that one anymore. So I hope that answers your question. But the thing is, what you could do, it's ever so simple. Even if you haven't got this, you could stamp something nice along the top, and then you could just draw a border and a line in the middle, and you've still got the space to write what you want to, and then to put your address. You don't have to have an official one. You can make your own up, you know, go mad. Why not? Right, so we've done this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in now with the Moroccan tile, which is the one of the new stencils. I'm going to place that over the top, and I think I'm going to come in with the, let's go for the wild honey. Get my sponge. Okay, so I'm just going to dab that onto my glass mat, and then I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to put some pattern all over. Okay, so it's just random, it's no rhyme or reason, just going in and putting some colour down. And then just over here. To be honest, you can do anything you like on these postcards. So they're just a little bit of fun, really. And then I'm going to go in now with my tumbled glass, using the same stencil, but I'm going to go in upside down. Okay, just go slightly off the pattern, and then mixing this bluish colour in, you're going to have a green now. Okay, so just put some colour on. Now, I haven't got a sentiment ready for this, but what you can do is you can mask off an area like I did before, you know, to fit the sentiment you want to use. And now very carefully I'm going to peel all of these off, put them back on my sheet. That's just a piece of acetate that I've got.
Sorry, there's a comment here, Sue, from Sue Davis. Hi Sue, you can buy books of watercolour postcards from the range.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, thank you for that. That's great, Sue. Thanks. There you go, folks. I might have to be going down there myself now and go and get some. Right. But I'm a great believer in recycling, and as I said, if you've got any back-ins to anything that you've had through the post, or you know, there's a certain company that send out boxes of goodies which are always packed with lovely cards, you can always get those cards and literally just put a front on them, and then you're ready to go. That's about a postcard size. So that's your postcard. So what you can do is you can get your pens and you can colour it all in. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to get some ink, and I'm just going to give this a bit of a border. So just out of interest, how many of you are going on a dirty weekend? I'm sure you've heard Kay talk about them, especially on her Chanda, and I know that she and Hayley were having a real chuckle about them. But if you haven't heard of them, it's basically a weekend that you spend with Kay, and I think there's Kay and Leonie, and there's one of the ones that I think Lou Withers is doing as well. And you spend a weekend crafting, having a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and just generally enjoying yourself. And there's quite a few different projects that Kay does. I'm not quite sure what she's going to be doing this year, but I know whatever she's going to be doing, they're going to be great fun. So there we go. So as I said, just get your pens, you know, just start colouring in. I'm not going to colour in because you get bored with that. And you can add a sentiment and then write a message here, put your address down, that whoever you're sending to, there's a stamp, pop it in the post box. So there we go. Oh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't put a border around this one. I think it just finishes off if you just put a border around things. It just draws the eye into the middle.
Wendy has said, yes, Manchester at the end of March.
Oh, right.
Secret retreat at the start of March too.
Oh, very nice.
Marcia said, we're going to Exeter.
Oh, nice, okay.
Loved it last year. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I might be doing the Exeter one. I'm not 100% sure with Kay. I know I'm doing Edinburgh and I'm going to be doing Cardiff. I think Lou's doing Manchester. There we go. So that's just 2 ideas. And on the I Love IndigoBlu group, which I look after tomorrow, it'll be my turn to put hints and tips on the bluebirds. And I'm going to show you the one card that I made for the sample for Kay's show. Anyway, so I hope that, you know, you've learned a few little things. I've enjoyed myself and it's been lovely to chat to a few of you. And I hope to see you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.